Hey guys, Jerry here, and I'm going to be talking to you about my 5 most difficult transitions going from working outside the home, being a career mom, to now being a homemaker / stay-at-home mom. I use those two terms interchangeably. So yeah, stay tuned. Number 5 for me has been doubts. Having doubts fill my head from time to time about, especially in the beginning, regarding whether I've made the right decision financially, whether this is going to be detrimental to my career once I want to get back into the workforce, whether we'll still be able to afford the things that we used to do, whether this was the right decision, for our retirement in the long run. What if, all these different things, just doubts overall, right? We all have them, we all get them. And I just think that it's important to ground ourselves and remind ourselves of why we chose this decision in the first place. What made me want to be a stay-at-home mom? What made me want to put my career on pause? So, and I journal, and that's what has helped me, is just reaffirming and validating my feelings that, hey, it's okay to have doubts. It's okay to, that doesn't make you a bad parent. That doesn't make you a bad mom, because sometimes you feel like this might not be the thing for me. Okay. And it's just getting back to why. Why is it that you made this decision? Right. And that usually grounds me and it makes me present and just fills me with gratitude. And makes me really grateful that I can do this, right? Number 4 has been adjusting to contributing to the household in a different way, right? Before it was more financial, it was a different form of contributing. Now it's more being a homemaker and running a home, right? And feeling like you just validating yourself that I am still contributing. It might not be financially, but I run all these errands. I keep the house in order. I try to keep everyone, my kids healthy and happy, and making sure that we have dinner served, and just managing the household. It's a big contributing factor. And I'm so blessed that my husband does remind me of that. Sometimes I do get kind of down on myself, and he reminds me, you are contributing. You are such an important part of our family and the way that you keep our house together. And so giving yourself credit is so important, and knowing that what you're doing, even though you are not perfect, you're still doing it with a lot of love, and give yourself the credit that you deserve. That's something that I've had to remind myself time and time again. Number 3 has been adjusting to always being on, right? There's no lunch break or coffee break where you can just go and kind of talk to your colleagues and gossip and have, that water cooler time. There's none of that at home, right? You're always on, and then you might feel overstimulated. Like my kids are always, like my 5-year-old, I have a 5-year-old and I have a 20-month-old, and they're like always on top of, my 20-month-old, he's like mommy, and my 5-year-old too, both are very attached to me. And so I just feel like I'm always on, and by the end of the night I'm like, oh my gosh. But adjusting to that was definitely was interesting. Number 2, finding a new routine and a new schedule. So that you don't become overstimulated and you don't want to tap out. You want to set a routine or a schedule. If you're not a fan of scheduling your morning in blocks or however it is that you might want to schedule, setting a routine also can really help. And just having set block times, like even if it's not hour to the hour, minute to the minute, it's just, okay, this is my morning routine, this is my afternoon routine, my evening routine, this is our bedtime routine. That has helped me so much. By the end of the night, I don't feel overstimulated. I don't feel exhausted. Now I have our nap time routine. My 5-year-old doesn't nap, but we still have quiet time so that mommy can still also have quiet time and relax, and you get to have a block of time at least during the day that you can have to yourself. So just kind of examine your kids and where you think you can squeeze in a quiet time. And quiet time doesn't mean that they have to go to sleep. It could just be like, well, you can go in your room and play, or you can read a book, but we're not turning on any, we're not having the TV on, we're not all over mommy, we're just going to have a little bit of quiet time so we can just relax. I know my daughter hates that word, but just a little bit of quiet time. And she knows what quiet time means, and now she's been adjusted to it. And so we have that gives me a little bit of downtime, to just kind of, whatever it is, I want to drink a cup of coffee, and just kind of just have that time to myself, either going to journal or going to listen to a podcast or whatever it is that you want to do. That is your time. So just try to maybe set a schedule or a routine that works for you. Number one for me has been my identity. Getting to know myself now as a homemaker and shifting that identity of being a career working mom outside the home to now being a stay-at-home mom / homemaker. And getting to know myself in this new chapter in my life, right? And becoming a better homemaker, and how I can be more efficient, how I can maybe cook more healthy meals in a quicker way. Learning about being more organized, or how I can better manage my time, my where my energy is better utilized, right? All these things, just getting to know myself and wanting to be better, and not being so hard on myself is very important. I think that I always tend to want to be better and improve, and I think that leads to a lot of guilt, a lot of mom guilt. Like, I could be doing better, I could be doing more, I could be doing, yes, but also giving myself credit for what I am already doing, and not beating myself for the things that I could be doing better, right? Can we all be doing better at something? Yes, of course, but that's not to take away from the things that we are already doing, that we are doing with a lot of love. And so I just think that these are the top 5 things that I have struggled with, and that sometimes, I still struggle with, and that's okay. I'm just learning as I go as well, and I hope that this was helpful to you in some way. Please like and subscribe. I'm also a homeschooling parent, so I'm going to be sharing my experience and some tips that have helped me being a homeschooling parent. So subscribe for more.